PVC 19 millimeter. We're doing this with a 6 millimeter bit. This is done in multi-passes because if you're going to do this in one pass, it's going to be very dirty and you're not going to end up with the best, let's say, finished quality. So our software will automatically first route all the insides of the objects. Once the insides are done, it can safely go to the outsides. Now, if you're doing multi-pass routing, you'll notice that there is one, what we call the cleaning pass, which is a slow-moving routing pass that will, let's say, level up or make those edges nice and smooth. So as you can see, we're now at the finishing pass and we go to the other one. Now, very important here for a lot of our viewers is, first of all, the vacuum cleaner is an important piece because that vacuum cleaner will remove all the debris. On the other hand, not all vacuum cleaners are available in all regions. So the one that we are using is the one for Europe. If we have American viewers looking, it's going to be a different vacuum cleaner. So it's going nicely through the material, removing everything nicely. Now with routing, important is that it might leave some dirt or debris on your table bed or your working bed. This is normal. This is not because the vacuum cleaner is not doing its job. Sometimes it's very, let's say, very statical. There's some static attraction in the material, so it will just keep the dust in there. So we're just finishing off here. Now I'd like to address another question. This is printed on a UV printer. A lot of people ask us, can we route material that is being laminated? So what do they mean with laminating? Well, if you look at printing with a UV printer, you're printing directly on the material. Let me just grab one here that you can see the finish. Nice and dust free. Nicely finished, nice and smooth here. But a lot of people do not have a UV printer. Some have just a vinyl printer. Now, vinyl, if you print on vinyl, you can easily apply this to your board material. Once it's applied, you can route this. The only thing you need to consider here is if you mount something on top of a board, you need to have some, what I like to call some glue drying time. Typically, this is somewhere between 2 hours or even 8 hours, depending on the type of glue used in the vinyl, the type of, if it's permanent, non-permanent, if it's quick stick or quick dry glue. If you do not take into account this adhering time, what will happen is those edges will look a bit frayed. And this is just purely because of the, let's say, the vinyl not sticking to the material while it's being routed. So it will be shredded at the edges. Now, this is a very common question. Do I need to wait 8 hours, 2 hours, or 4 hours? No. What you can do is, this is a modular head. So basically you can put multiple modules on there. What I always suggest is to put an additional module on the left position with a kiss cut tool. Now this kiss cut tool is set to only cut the mounted vinyl on top of the material. If you do this, then basically you end up with as smooth finish as this. So just put a kiss cutting tool there that will pre-cut the vinyl applied on top of that of your board, and it will look nice and smooth. Now, we're not here to only see PVC being cut. Let me just put these aside and get rid of this board. Now, as you can see, this is only a short run. This is done by actually deleting some parts from the design.